Obviously, it's been kind of a crazy time for you two with Bree's big return in the Royal Rumble. What was that like to have your sister back, Nikki? What was that like for you, Bree, to come back?
I mean, for me, I had been praying all year for Brie to return. I know I only have so much longer left in me for wrestling, and I really wanted to end my career with Brie by my side, where it officially comes to an end. And so it was so many prayers. So to have that moment of where she finally showed up, and it was crazy being in Saudi Arabia made it really special because being over there, I didn't realize what big Total Divas and Total Bella fans they are. And so to have that with her and then to hear her loud reaction and everyone freak out, I was just like, okay, this ended up being the perfect moment. It was so worth the wait. And I'm just so excited for the future with her.
Yeah, it's interesting because I feel like as a wrestler and how long Nikki and I have been in the business, people always ask you about your top moments. And that's going to go down in like my top five for sure.
Yeah.
It was incredible and it was a reaction I wasn't expecting. It was just absolutely incredible. And, just to wrestle in front of that audience too, like it meant a lot to me seeing the young girls and they like knew who I was. I'm like, oh my gosh, because I've been out of it for so long, so I didn't know. And just seeing that and being able to connect with Nikki again, getting in the ring with a lot of girls I've been watching the last 5 years, it was just, I don't know, a full circle moment. It was incredible. I have
Yeah.
goosebumps even thinking about it.
Oh, it was.
Um, no, you guys probably don't remember this, but we talked with you guys last year when you guys were recording one of your for your shows. And you guys were saying never say never.
Once you're a pro wrestler, you're always winning. You always come back. Wait, can we see you guys back in the ring then? I mean, I'm waiting for her to lace up her boots. I'm like, come join me, girl. Those boots are still at home. Those boots are made for her, and they might do it. Never say never.
So
This guy's the
now being back and being together again on TV, what's it been like for you two?
Oh, I mean, it's so much fun. Like for
Yeah.
Nikki and I, one, we've been a tag team since the womb. So like for us, it's just like the chemistry, the way we're so in sync. It feels like we're back in our youth, like playtime. I mean, it's just we have so much fun. And I feel like, we've never seen the tag division just so hot like it is right now. And to be able to work these different tag
Yeah.
teams. So for her and I, this is like what we've always wanted,
Oh,
our
always.
whole wrestling career.
Yeah.
One, we've always wanted to fight for the tag titles, but two, we've always wanted to see all these really strong tag teams. And we're living the dream.
We are. I mean, last week when we were traveling back home, we both were just saying like how just sharing so much gratitude with each other. Like we get to travel together, like, to be at this point in your life and be a mom and to still be able to go on these adventures together. But I was like, I told you work's so fun. I told you the girls are so amazing. And then it was just really cool to like be back in the actual SmackDown ring. Because last time I was with Brie was Saudi, but to like actually be in action with her at one of the TVs, I was like, whoa, this is okay, this is it.
Yeah.
This is it. And I just feel so grateful, like so grateful.
Yeah. And it was fun just even when I'm walking the hallways and Truth, like hearing our Truth go, Brie.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? I'm like,
And then like
take me back. And
Cody, there's
just so many, even
people.
like The Miz, like so many different people. And I'm like, and
I
Randy.
told her, well, in all production.
Yeah.
It's all the production crew. I mean, our crew has been with us for, we've been there almost 20 years and it's the same people. And I told her, I'm like, Brie, you'll see same faces. It's
Yeah.
going to be the same faces and it's the best. It's
And
the
we're all aging like fine wine.
I know.
Absolutely, absolutely. Um, this division, obviously, it's constantly gotten bigger and bigger. But it for me, when it first started, it almost felt like this division should have been what Brie and Nikki were a part of. What I guess what does it feel like to finally see that come to fruition, be able to compete for tag titles for you guys?
Yeah. Oh, that
I
gives me
mean,
chills. I mean, it's incredible. Us women for so long, the women before Brie and I, our era, we fought so hard for opportunity. That's all we wanted because the talent was there. When I look back at, some of the girls I was in the ring with and some of the girls before, there was a lot of great talent everywhere and hungry women and women that really wanted to give it their all and showcase what they could do. And they just weren't given the opportunity. So to start to see those opportunities given over the past, gosh, 5 years or so, has been incredible. And then to see the talent coming in and to see them from all different walks of life has been incredible. And then now to be back in this era, to get in the ring with these talented women, but then to go for the tag team titles. I mean, it's honestly a dream, and no one can take away this feeling from Brie and I. You know, haters, lovers, anyone, like, it's amazing that we get to be here and do it, and it's what we've wanted, and we're so excited to fight for that.
I'd say ditto.
Ditto, right, Brie?
Like you said, I think the cool thing too is, Nikki and I were competitive soccer players. We were on a traveling team forever. It was so much of our youth. And I look at some of these women, and when we talk, it was like, whoa, we come from kind of that same seed of like, for so long in our childhood and growing up, the determination, the dedication, just the discipline that we all had to go through. And it's just neat to see this camaraderie and like all the people and like now taking it into wrestling. I'm like, wow. I mean, it's when I was
like talking to Tiffany and like,
yes,
her gymnastics background, it's like what she put into that, we put into soccer. And then you talk to someone else who did a WNBA basketball player, and you hear what they did. It is really cool.
It's neat.
Yeah.
One interesting for me when Brie came back was Nikki, we're actually a heel. So what was that like when Brie getting like babyface reaction to kind of play that?
Yeah. Well, the Monday Night Raw after, that's why I was so confused, because I'm like, they have to be booing me. Like, I just had a massive heel turn, and it was hard because they told me to be neutral, which I'm not a neutral person. And I just was like, I just want to be heel. Like, I was having a lot of fun. I felt like that triple threat match, I finally got comfortable. I found my place where I was. And then Brie always is the big old baby face. So that was like difficult, especially when I like then diss like my own favorite football team, because I'm like, I just go always straight into heel mode.
She's natural.
I'm a natural heel. And that's when I told myself, even this past week, like, if you're going to label me a babyface, that's fine, but I'm no longer delivering stuff at a neutral or babyface level, because that is not me. So I'm going to deliver with all my sass, with everything I am. And that's just what you're going to get. You're going to get Nikki Bella, good babyface, yay. And I think that's what we've always worked, and what's made us always stand out, even Total Divas, is it's naturally the face and the heel, even in real life. So
I'm happy you finally admitted it.
Actually, though, when it comes to other things, you're the master.
No, we see those.
The more there's a B word I'd like to use. Just kidding.
She's crazy.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
But I'm assuming the B word is best, right? That's what you're.
Exactly. Of course,
that's yep.
Best in the world.
Ends with a T.
Yeah.
So obviously there's a bit of a tag team turmoil as we're heading into WrestleMania. How exciting would it be for you guys to be a part of WrestleMania, going for that tag team gold?
Oh my
God.
That's
the dream.
That's what we've been what we've been manifesting, I feel like, for over a decade. And on the vision board.
It has been on the vision board.
It has been on the vision board. But it would be just an incredible moment. I mean, where Nikki and I are at in our lives, you don't really get this type of opportunity a lot. They really do come once in a very blue moon. And so for her and I, we feel like we're almost there. And if we can keep fighting hard, that we can make this like vision board manifesting moment come to life.
Great. Yes.
Obviously you guys were known for the twin magic, but you guys had your solo runs here and there. What was Nikki's? Nikki, what is your favorite Brie solo moment? Brie, what is your favorite Nikki solo moment?
Ooh. I have to say, even though I don't know why you called it retirement, you were just headed to go have a baby. But that WrestleMania moment when you tap Trim out in the Yes Lock, right? Okay. I was like,
yeah.
And then that whole moment, like for you, I was the most proud of you for that. Just because you had a great solo run. It was a perfect like button to it.
Yeah.
So.
And I loved, when it was SummerSlam in New York and nobody knew
Brooklyn,
that Nikki was coming back. And when her music, Brooklyn.
Yep.
And when her music hit and she came out, and it was so incredible. And I think it was the women too who were in the match. And then It went, what were you guys, the 6-pack on SmackDown?
We
Like,
ended up becoming the 6-pack.
And
And
that-
iconic 6-pack.
yeah, that moment of you debuting and then going into that locker room with those women and that whole run, I really loved.
Oh, me too. I mean, I get full body chills. That was an
me too.
iconic era.
That
for
was
sure.
that was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Thank you.
Mhm.
And then obviously you're heading into WrestleMania. When you think of WrestleMania, you think of the moments, right? What
Yeah.
are some of your favorite WrestleMania moments for either of you?
I mean, it would have to be when we went against AJ and Paige, and just to be able to walk down that ramp together.
Yeah.
That was, it was something we didn't ever know
Yeah.
if that would ever be possible. And so it was incredible.
I agree. Mine for sure. And our first ever one, which I think was WrestleMania 25, the Battle
25.
Royal.
Yeah.
I just remember walking down that ramp for the first time, feeling the WrestleMania crowd. And I just remember being like, oh my gosh, this is the most incredible thing ever.
Yeah.
And then that's when they still did the WrestleMania after parties. I just remember that WrestleMania was so like, holy cow,
Yeah, for sure.
we made it. Like, yeah.
And was there any WrestleMania moments that you're like, this is what I want to do. This is what hooked you?
For sure. Oh, like WrestleMania moments that we saw that this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
Goodness, I'm trying to think. It was
Gosh,
one.
there's so many.
There's so many.
Uh,
I remember which one was it with Melina? Who was she going? I don't think it was Melina versus Maria. I think it was Melina and someone else, but I remember seeing just Melina's entrance.
with the feathers.
Yeah, and the walkout. And I mean, I've always loved Melina's wrestling. I just think she's an incredible wrestler and so creative. She makes it such an art form. And I just remember being like, I want to be like that one day. That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many, and I don't know why this one just keeps popping out to me, and it's not because he's my husband, but WrestleMania 30 with Brian and just the yes movement and see where
That
it
is
went.
so cool.
It was just such a it was powerful, and it was an organic story like no one saw coming. And it was the way the fans took it. Like it was so much of the fan base. And I think that's when, we really saw how powerful the fans can be, their voices. And I don't know, that whole story leading up, and then that moment with Brian, I just always
agree.
find that just iconic. And I'm like, who wouldn't want that? Like that moment. And also, I mean, when the girls main evented for the first time, when Becky won too, I mean, that was really cool. And so, but those two always stand out to me as just like big moments that just naturally felt like they happened.
Yeah.
Obviously women's wrestling has grown so much since you guys first started in WWE. What does it mean to both of you to be such a pivotal part in that growth?
Oh,
I mean,
an
it's
honor.
It really is. You realize when you're authentically yourself and you follow your passion and you work really hard. Sometimes in the moment, it feels so hard that you feel like you're going nowhere and nothing's happening. Everything's standing still. But, they always tell you like, look at the bigger picture. And it's hard to in the moment. But now okay, we're going to tell everyone, no, look at the bigger picture, because there is a bigger picture. All our hard little moments and those obstacles and those bumps we went through, and times I remember crying with girls or being very upset in locker rooms and different places where we are just like, I mean, this is just going nowhere, but it is going somewhere. Those little ripple effects you have end up making huge waves and movements. And so I'm happy we pushed through. And I love it because Trent would always tell us like the struggle's real, girls, like just push through. And we'd always say it. And I'm like, I'm happy. I'm happy we did push through, because a lot of women pushed through, and look where the division is now. It's incredible.
And just feel so incredibly lucky that, what we've done on everyone gets to live what their impact was. People, they either pass on and it happens so much later, but they don't get to live what they helped create. So to come back and actually live that, just so grateful for that.
Awesome. And then just my final question. 2 years in a row in Las Vegas, what do you think makes WrestleMania and Las Vegas work so well with this perfect tag team almost?
Yeah, I mean, it really is, because we even have done Super Bowl in Las Vegas, and Las Vegas is fun in itself. And I think for anyone internationally, everyone all over the world wants to
It's an
experience.
amazing destination.
Yeah, Las Vegas at least once. I think what makes it great is just besides that is walking to places. Everyone gets in theme. Everyone's just there having fun. You meet all these different people. And the fact that this stadium you can literally walk to is a game changer for so many people. People are going to have more fun. And I think it makes it worth your money. You're literally get to not only see Wrestlemania, like iconic, but then you also get to experience such a cool city. So it's like hitting two birds with one stone. So it makes it the perfect tag team. Also, a lot of people don't ever see the Red Rocks, you know, and so people go on the helicopter rides and they go out into the desert. Yeah.
I mean, as moms, we look at like all things, like
We're like the spas and the restaurants.
No, well, I'm saying as family vacations,
I see, yeah.
and you can actually have a lot of fun there with your family,
Yeah.
and it's worth the money because there's more than going to WWE World and also WrestleMania. There's other things in Las Vegas you can bring into your trip that will make it so worth your while.
Yeah. All the shows. The shows
Oh
are
my
so
gosh,
much
so
fun. And
many
you get all
fun.
the pools.
Yeah. Oh my God, the
Spas.
pools are unreal.
I mean, the pools are unreal. That's what I
wear
know. A lot of
those
people-
kids out.
Yeah, they wear those kids.
I would, buddy, swim all day.
I mean, and then if you want to go ride like race nice cars on a track, they have that track out there. I mean, there's so much to do in Las Vegas, and then you get wrestling, the best of the best. I mean, I would do Vegas every year, honestly,
I know,
but that's just me.